the shining beacon, the side.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend your Thursday night with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sideline. You look at New York. They have started the season with gusto. 4 consecutive wins, no losses, as they battle here in Game 5 of the regular season.
And seeing where the Knicks are, the step forward they've taken this season has been a giant one. I thought they'd be an improved team, but I had no idea they could be this good.
You're not alone. How could anyone have predicted this? Nobody thought they'd be such serious contenders this deep into the season.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis was taken with the 4th pick in 2015, and he was considered a project then. But he's shown himself ready, and part of that has been his mentality. He said, they thought I was afraid, but that's not who I am. I'll never back down from anybody. If I want to succeed, I can't be scared of anybody. I've got to be fearless out there on the court. Kevin?
Thanks, G.A. And what's scary is Porzingis is only going to get better. That kind of fearlessness will help him in the long run. Well, both sides in this game have incredible talents in the front court. You get the feeling, Steve, that they'll be going back and forth all night long.
When you have versatile guys in the front court, they can take over the basketball game because no matter what, rebounding is a premium. And then you have these guys that can score, dribble, and pass. From the front court, if you have a talented big guy, he can impact the game, I think, even more than a guard.
Yeah, I agree. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got Ewing. Jackson is out there with Camby. And it's Houston at the shooting guard. Here's Jordan. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against the 76ers.
And the difference on that night is their ability to knock down triples.
What they did, they made a serious effort to generate good shots along the perimeter. Extremely accurate.
Now here's Rodman. No good from Jordan. Here's Houston. Kicks to Ewing. Houston, the pass to Jackson. Camby, the screen. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Houston. Shoots over Harper. Houston can't get it to go. And here are the Bulls now. Outside Pippen. Jordan kicks to Rodman. Feeds it to Pippen. A fader. Bank shot. No good.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
Jordan against Jackson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
The first free throw is good.
Well, whenever you watch the Bulls, you can't help but think back to their golden age. I remember those days. The 90 Bulls are arguably one of the best teams ever. Hard to argue with the greatness of those teams.
And Smitty, you got to play against Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen in the 90s. Just what was it like going up against them during their peak as a team?
A nightmare. The reason why you had two wing defenders in Jordan and Pippen who could guard the basketball. And then you had both those guys that were excellent on offense. And at the end of the game, they had the greatest closer of all time, in my opinion, in MJ.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Michael Jordan. Jackson dishes to Ewing. It's all in by the Bulls.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Rodman. Softly drops in the floater. Rodman's got his first basket.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Jackson passes to McDaniel. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Chicago leading. Pulls it up. And it's Pippen missing.
You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
McDaniel, the pass to Jackson. He kicks it to Camby. Pass to Ewing. Some nice passing by New York here. Camby, a screen on Harper. Back to Jackson. Puts up a three. Kept alive by New York. There's the pass to McDaniel. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. McDaniel's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Harper kicks to Jordan. Rodman sets a screen. Back to Harper. Jacks up a three. He can't get that one. For New York, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Harper kicks to Rodman. Back to Harper. There's the dish to Pippen. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And in the early season, plenty of optimism for teams. Is there any complacency, Steve, a feeling that you can lose one here, lose one there, and you can make up for it down the stretch?
Well, the good teams, they feel like that. A lot of times you look at it and say you don't take losses as bad when you have a couple star players or impact players out. You figure when we get those guys healthy, you just want to be able to play the right way, and when they come back, then you can start to make your push.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Pippen. Here's Jackson. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Portland.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Now here's Jackson. Camby sets the screen for Jackson. Pass to Houston. A 3-ball. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Houston's got his first 3 points of the game.
The defense was decent, but not good enough. That's his shot, and when he gets any daylight, he's going to let it fly.
Here's Jordan. And that's collected by Camby. Camby's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
No one rotating over to help on the mismatch. Easy lay-in.
Pass to McDaniel. Here's Houston. He's guarded by Harper. The feed to Ewing. From 12 feet out. And there's another one for the Knicks.
That's one of his specialties, just squaring up from medium range.
Yeah, he has the height to shoot over most any defender and the touch to make it with consistency.
Now here's Pippen in the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. Left side, Jordan. From 13, No good that time. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus, but they held each other accountable and played hard.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Harper dishes to Pippen. Outside, Rodman. He feeds it to Jordan. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Houston. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Dishes it to Jackson. Can be a screen on Jordan. Pass to McDaniel. Here's Houston. He's guarded by Harper. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Number 1, the Bulls. In third, the Knicks.
And this is a battle today between two teams that really dominated the offensive glass a year ago. And they also convert when they get those second-chance opportunities.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And we'll see if anything's different this year because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. Grant comes in for Dennis Rodman. Tony Kukoc, he's checked in for Pippen. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for Ron Harper. Stolen by Grant. Outside Jordan. Screen by Grant. Kukoc from outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And the Bulls lead by 1.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Now here's Porzingis. He had a big outing in that Trailblazers game as well. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ward. Great D that time from Jordan. Chicago's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Screen by Grant. Jordan the pass to Grant. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Bulls making a switch here. Kerr's checked in. And Grant no good on that one. Now the NBA can be a superstitious place at times, Steve, with all the quirks and characters in the league. And you played. What was the strangest game day ritual that you ever saw?
I think Harold Miner. He touched everything with his nose, his gym shoes, his wristbands, the basketballs at the free throw line, and everybody did. And I think for me, as I got older, it wasn't strange. It was out of necessity. I had to get in some kind of steam room and have all those hot pads wrapped around me just to get loose to play.
I like that story. I don't like Baby Jordan's story, though. Harold Miner, that doesn't work for me. I don't understand that. Knicks trail by 3. Starks outside. Right wing. Lets a floater go. Rebounded by Wennington. The Bulls shooting 40% here in the early stages. Kicks it to Kerr. He dishes it to Armstrong. They set the screen. Kukoc from outside. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Feeds to Starks. The pass to Vandeweghe. Starts against Kerr. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wimp.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Kings checked in for New York.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Chicago leading. And here's Armstrong. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia. Kukoc kicks to Kerr. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Starts the pass to Ward. Kukoc against King. Nice shot by Porzingis. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Kerr kicks to Armstrong. There's a good screen. It's rebounded by New York. There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. To the inside. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. And now a three-point Knicks lead.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Here's the floater. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And that one falls for Armstrong. Bushler's checked in for Wennington. And New York with a change here, too. Oakley's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. New York's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. King inside. And Grant sends it back. Here's Bushler. He kicks to Kukoc. Pulls up. But they get it back. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Yep, that one goes in there. And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's a 3-point game. The dish to Armstrong. Here's Grant. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Here's Ward. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Knicks lead by 6.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kukoc against Oakley. Kukoc can't get it to go. New York with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Here's Ward. There's the pick. Starts outside. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
And so it's New York ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
My side girl got a 5S with a screen credit.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Hot right out of the gate, generating some early confidence and building on that lead.
New York leading by 9.
Man, Doc Rivers has quite the resume as a player and as a NBA coach. Won a title with the Boston Celtics, also a former Coach of the Year.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Starks. Oakley is out there with Porzingis. Then it's King, and it's Ward in at the 1. He took good advantage of that screen. Kerr's got himself on the board with 3 there. And with Rivers and the accolades he's had as a head coach, it goes a long way in how players and veterans want to play for him.
It is. Rivers has been in the league for such a long time. He has a lot of respect from his peers. Strong track record as a coach. Only missed the playoffs 3 times in his coaching career. He's a player's coach.
Pass to Sloan. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Fires for 3. Kerr can't hit.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Bulls trail by 11. Outside, Kukoc. Grant with a screen on Oakley. Oakley against Kukoc. Sloan. And he's good on the 3-ball. Sloan's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Starks outside. Here's Ward. Here's the floater. And he sinks the layup. Ward's got 5 now.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Now, here's Kerr. An 11-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe. I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Finds some space out beyond the arc.
Screen by Porzingis. To the wing right side. Here's King. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
Passes it to Kukoc. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Kukoc again missing.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Starks, right side, to the middle, up again. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Sloan. The feed now to Kerr. Dishes it to Sloan. Back to Kerr. Takes a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Kerr's got 6 in the quarter.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Basketball.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Longley's checked in for Grant. Rodman comes in for Tony Kukoc. Pippen's checked in for Bushler. And it's Harper in for Kerr. Now here's Jackson. The screen from Ewing. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. True on the 14-footer. Ewing's got his second basket of the game. Bulls trail by 6. Now Harper. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. From deep. Houston can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Harper kicks to Sloan. Rodman sets a screen. Here's Longley. Pass to Pippen. Just 5 on the clock. Rodman with a screen on Campbell. Here's Pippen. Rodman dishes to Pippen. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against New York. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And the first one drops. Jordan, he's checked in for Chicago. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Knicks leading by 4. Outside Jackson. Camby the screen. Jackson passes to Ewing. Over Rodman. Ewing can't get it to go.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here's Jackson, and there's the pass to Houston. New York, no good that time either.
Tough night for him shooting the basketball, but this team has been resilient. That's why they hold the lead.
Jordan kicks to Harper. Outside, Rodman. Bulls moving the ball around from 11 feet away. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist from Rodman. Jordan's got the game tied up here for the Bulls. New York's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Jackson against Jordan. Jackson dishes to Camby. Over Rodman, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And as Rodman picks one up. The Knicks have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. First free throw is good. The Bulls making a switch here. Wennington's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And slam dunk by Camby.
Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Jordan with it. He picked up 36 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Here's Vandeweghe. 3-point lead. He feeds it to Ewing. Jordan against Jackson. Back to Ewing. 7-foot shot. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Houston. Feeds it to Ewing. From the right block, the shot is good. Ewing's got 6 points. Chicago has gone 4-7 on 3-point shots in the second quarter. Harper the pass to Pippen. To the middle. Here's Wennington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Wennington's got his first basket of the night. The Knicks leading by 3. And here's Jackson. There's a screen. Here's Houston. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jackson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. The Bulls have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Jordan kicks to Rodman. Back to Jordan. over Houston. Jordan can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Vandeweghe. Passes it to Houston. He dishes it to Ewing. And then Ewing with the dunk.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And it's the Bulls with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Back to Jackson. Camby the screen, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
So he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
B.J. Armstrong's checked in for Harper. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Dudley's checked in. Bulls trail by 5. Now here's Jordan. 10 points for him. Rodman sets a screen. Outside Jordan. They set the screen. 6 to shoot. Pippen dishes to Rodman. Shoots over Ewing. And the Bulls with another miss. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Houston. Off target from outside.
You know what, I'll tell you, he's got nothing here in the second quarter after just one made shot in the first.
To the paint. Here's Wennington. He's guarded by Dudley. Lets it go from 11. The Knicks pull it in. Dudley's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Jackson passes to Houston. Sinks that one from the post. Houston's got 5.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Here's Vandeweghe. Rebounded by Wennington. Bulls trail by 7. Pippen. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And offensively, the great teams pass up a good shot for a great shot, and San Antonio seems to be a nice example of that, if not this year, certainly in the past. Where do you draw the line, though, Steve, between great passing and then overpassing?
Well, I think then you start to look at teams that are saying these guys are not equipped mentally or physically or skill-wise to take that open shot. If you have an open shot, you got to be a little selfish, and obviously if it's a better shot, you move it on. But at times, you got to take that good shot and believe that you can make it or just make the right play. A lot of teams are not making the right play. They're overpassing.
That free throw good from Pippen.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
To the left side wing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. For New York, they have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Grant, he's checked in for Chicago. And he ends up missing both free throws. Bulls trail by 4. Lobs it up for Jordan. Out to Kukoc. Off target with his 3. New York's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Houston, the pass to Ward. Buries the long-range jumper. Ward's got 5 points now this quarter.
Where was the D there? No one was covering the open man.
Now Armstrong kicks it to Kukoc. The dish to Armstrong. And Jordan has it in the corner. Beyond the arc. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
You see he's feeling it now. Shot looks much more in sync this quarter.
Here's Ward, guarded by Jordan. To the wing right side. Here's Vandeweghe. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Grant. Armstrong kicks to Kukoc. 52 seconds left in the first half. Shoots off the step back. Outside for Jordan. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Now just a 2-point Knicks lead.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
For the 3. They get it again. Dudley's shot is good. And the Knicks lead by 4.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Rodman sets a screen. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. The putback. He kicks to Armstrong. Screen by Grant. Tries yet again. Armstrong gets the bucket.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
The 3 from Porzingis. That shot, no good.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Knicks out front. They lead by a bucket. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet, that's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. New York was looking great right away. At one point, they had a 9-point lead fueled by some entertaining defensive and offensive plays. And it was a 9-point lead for them as they finished the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, the steam was let out of their hot air balloon as they were outscored and outplayed, but they still cling to a 2-point advantage at the half. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, their poor rebounding is really hurting them. It hasn't killed them on the scoreboard yet, but they need to pick it up. This is a game they can win. If they come out hustling in the second half, they can win.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. New York's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc, 6 of 15. Pippen is out there with Dennis Rodman, and it's Michael Jordan. Then there's Harper, and it's Longley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. 5 to shoot. Canby the screen. There's the triple. Houston's shot's good. Houston's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Knicks.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Jordan inside. Rodman sets a screen. Goes up off the pick. He came off the screen and finished with authority.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
He also is one of the most skilled finishers in the league. Yet another spectacular play.
It's stolen by Rodman. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
And that's such good work to make this a one. Possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Jackson against Jordan. Can be a screen on Jordan. There's the pick. Jackson drives in. Pass to Houston. Beyond the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Rodman's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside Pippen. There's the pass to Longley. To the middle. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Harper's shot's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to McDaniel. Pass to Houston. Looking to end the run. And it's Chicago with the rebound. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Scottie Pippen missing from long range.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Harper dishes to Jordan. Here's Pippen. And then Pippen slams it in. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's Houston. 11 points in the game. There's the feed to Camby. From the arc. Ewing. Pass to McDaniel. Here's Houston. Dishes to Jackson. Now the pass to McDaniel. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Now here's Rodman. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pippen kicks to Rodman. And the jam by Dennis Rodman.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Jordan against Jackson. Camby sets the screen for Jackson. Pass to Houston. No good on the 3. Bulls have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Outside, Rodman. Back to Jordan. The 15-footer, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
New York calls timeout. We've seen Michael Jordan really have it. a great game.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Sloan's checked in, and Kerr subbed in for Ron Harper. Starks kicks to Ewing. Shoots over Longley. A nice shot by Ewing. Ewing's got it all tied up now for New York. The Bulls have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Rodman with a screen on Starks. Outside, Rodman. Inside. And Pippen slams it in.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now here's King. Here's McDaniel. Outside Oakley. Passes to McDaniel. Fires from deep. Rodman grabs the miss. Rodman's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Rodman sets a screen. Here's Sloan. Hits it from three-point range. Sloan's got 6.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Starks. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
This is looking more like an all-star game right now. Everyone launching from range.
Now here's Rodman. He feeds it to Pippen. Again, Chicago.
I love how he's been more patient in this second half, shooting only the shots he feels he can make.
King outside. Up top, Ewing. King outside. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, you love the fearless, aggressive attitude. Doesn't let size matter.
The minute you back down, everyone can sense it. Then you're in trouble.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight for the Knicks. Dudley's checked in, and Porzingis subbed in for Charles Oakley. And that one misses. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Armstrong on the 3 off target.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open.
Starks against Armstrong. Screen by Porzingis. Here's Starks. Hands it from downtown. He's got 14.
No doubt about it. He's been a monster from deep.
By and large, defenders have done a poor job of running him off his spot. That's why he keeps firing.
And Pippen slams it in. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
King outside. Dudley with a screen on Kerr. Feeds it to Starks. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Bulls. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. So for the Bulls, Rodman comes in for Armstrong, and it's Harper in for Kerr. He's off on the second.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
Outside Pippen. He dishes it to Kukoc. Grant outside. Kicks it to Pippen. Shoots over Starks. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Bulls lead by 2.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The dish to Dudley. They set the pick. Outside for Starks. From outside, off the mark. And Chicago shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Outside Pippen. He kicks it to Harper. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Ward, guarded by Pippen. Ward, good.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Chicago's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Screen by Grant. Kukoc passes to Grant. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. 5th, Porzingis.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
The free throw drops for Grant. And so he hits both. The Knicks have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Pass to King. Back to Starks. Just 5 on the clock. Over Harper. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. Here's Ward. Tries to keep it alive. It's stolen by Rodman. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Harper. Off target from outside. New York trailing. Here's Vandeweghe. There's the pass to Porzingis. There's a good screen. Here's Ward. He's covered by Grant. Pass to King. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ward. Guarded by Pippen. Ward, good.
My goodness, how about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
The Bulls shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. To the paint. Dudley against Rodman. Outside, Kukoc. 6 on the shot clock. Screened by Grant. For 3, Pippen. Rebounded by Dudley. Dudley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Passes to Vandeweghe. Teardrop shot, and it's blocked. Outside, Kukoc. Out to the right wing. Grant dishes to Kukoc. Porzingis with the block. Pass to King. Here's Vandeweghe. Left side, Porzingis. There's the screen. And the pass to Ward. Shoots over Pippen. And it comes off the front of the rim.
2 for #1 territory, but they got to work quick.
This is where the play calling comes in. Let's see what they got.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pippen with the steal.
And quarter's almost over. You don't want to give the ball back here.
Gotta be smart about it. Even if you miss, you want to leave no time on the clock.
Screen by Porzingis. For the lead. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Let's get stops. Focus on this.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Bulls shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got King. Porzingis is out there with Campbell. And there's Jackson, and it's Houston at the 2 guard.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Can be a screen on Kukoc. Outside for Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Kukoc against King. Outside Harper. The feed to Jordan. Rodman kicks to Harper. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Harper against Jackson. Pass to Houston. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th assist in this one.
Sending shockwaves now. That's his 3rd triple of this half. 4th of the game.
Here is Harper. Grant with a screen on Jackson. Harper kicks to Rodman. No good there. The Knicks go the other way with it. Stolen by Grant. Dishes to Harper. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Screen by Grant. Off the pick. Look at that jam.
Nice.
I mean, just beautiful.
I totally agree.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now here's Jackson. Screen by Porzingis. Houston. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Here's Harper. Kukoc kicks to Grant. Over Porzingis. The kick out to Harper. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Count it. Jackson's got it all tied up now for New York.
And a late reaction by the defense makes that one a no contest.
You know, he got out before people could turn their heads, and he's already gone with no hesitation.
Now, here's Grant, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
Horace Grant at the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good, and the Bulls making a change here. Longley's checked in, and the Knicks making a change here. And Grant drops them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Passes it to Houston. Camby the screen. Here's Houston. Rebound by the Bulls. Grant's got 7 rebounds in the game. Kukoc with it. Screen by Grant to the paint. Longley passes to Jordan. Over Camby. The shot by Jordan, no good. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside Jackson. The screen from Ewing. Jackson dishes to Camby. Looking for Ewing, he gets it there. And that one drops.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now, here's Grant. Jordan inside, and Ewing with the block. Here's McDaniel. Jackson in the corner. Camby the screen. Here's Houston. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And now a 3-point Knicks lead, and Chicago shooting reasonably well, 45%. Harper against Jackson. Kukoc kicks to Harper. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Jordan. Grant the pass to Jordan. Rejected by Camby. Here's McDaniel. Guarded by Kukoc. Pass to McDaniel. Puts it up. And right on target. Good. And the Knicks lead by 5.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the dunk by Jordan.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Jackson. Camby a screen on Harper. Here's Houston. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And he knocks down the first one. Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Grant. And so he hits both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Harper kicks to Kukoc. Outside, Rodman. Here's Harper. Camby with the block. Here's Houston. He's guarded by Harper. Camby sets the screen for Jackson. The screen from Ewing. Here's Houston. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Houston's got 22.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
Now here's Jordan. Camby with the steal. Here's Houston. Ball's knocked loose. McDaniel the pass to Camby. Shoots the 3. Houston can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Kukoc. Screened by Longley. Here's Jordan. And Ewing with the block.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's McDaniel. Misses the three.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Harper dishes to Jordan. The kick out to Harper. And again, Chicago. No good. Jackson against Jordan. Camby kicks to Jackson. Camby, a screen on Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Houston's got the lead up to 11 now for New York.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan Player of the Game.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Scotty. So it's New York picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.